Good morning, children. Today we'll start our first chapter, Food and its Sources. Imagine a day without food. How would you feel on that day? You feel very weak on that day. We all know that all living organisms need food to live. So we need food to live. Food is the source of energy and is thus required for all organisms to survive. This need of food is one of the important characteristics of living beings. First is food and nutrition, the process by which our body takes in food and uses it for growth and development is called the nutrition. Food has chemical substances called nutrients. So what are the nutrients? Nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats. So food is therefore necessary for all living organisms. Why it is necessary? For performing various activities of the body, for the growth of the body, to repair and replace worn out cells, and food protects the body from various diseases and keeps it fit and healthy. Next topic is ingredients in food. So ingredients means the substance that used to prepare food item. Next our topic is sources of food. So we get food from plants and animals. So plants and animals are the sources of food. Green plants are known as producers. Producers means the organism which prepare their own food. So green plants prepare their own food by the presence of sunlight, air, water and chlorophyll. By the process of photosynthesis. They store the food in different parts such as leaves, stems, roots, flowers, fruits and seeds. Plants provide us with vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, spices, nuts, oils, etc. Animals that directly or indirectly depend upon the green plants for their food requirements are called consumers. Consumers means the animals which are directly or indirectly depend upon plants. First one is food from plants, means the plants which we get from the food which we get from plants. Different parts of the plants provide food for humans and other animals. The part of a plant that is eaten for its nutrients are called edible. So edible means eatable part of the plant. So first one is edible parts of the plant. First one is roots. We eat roots of plants in the form of carrot, turnip, radish and beetroot. Stems. We eat stems of certain plants, for example sugarcane. Certain plants have underground stems that we eat, example potato, onion, garlic and ginger. Next is leaves. Many green leaves are sources of calcium. Example spinach, cabbage, lettuce, mint. Flowers of certain plants like cauliflower and broccoli are edible flowers. Fruits and vegetables, we get edible fruits from many plants. Fruits can be fleshy fruits or dry fruits. Fleshy fruits are mango, guava, orange, apple, pear, grapes, banana. And dry fruits are cashew nuts and almonds. Some fruits such as brinjal, tomato, lady's finger, beans, bottle gourd, bitter gourd, etc. are used as vegetables. Next is seeds. Seeds are the good sources of nutrients because they contain all the nutrients needed for the growth of young plants. Seeds which are edible can be used as grains, pulses, oil, seeds and spices. The cereals include rice, wheat, jowar, maize, ragi, etc. Pulses including moong bean, kidney bean, chickpea, etc. Oil seeds, groundnut, sesame, mustard, coconut, sunflower. Spices such as cumin, jeera and fenugreek, that is methi, etc. Food from animals. Food from animals means the food which we get from animals. Animals are also important sources food for us. Different varieties of animals products are used as food all over the world. For example, eggs, chicken, meat, fish, milk and milk products. First one is poultry farm in the place used to rear birds for the eggs and meat. Dairy farm, buffaloes, goats, cows, sheep, pigs, etc. are kept in shed for rearing. We rear animals for their milk and meat. Aquaculture includes rearing of fish, crabs, lobsters, etc. They provide us meat. Edible animal products. First is meat. Flesh of animals is called meat. We get meat from hen, duck, sheep, goat, cow, etc. Eggs are a rich source of proteins. We get eggs from birds like hen, duck, etc. But hens are the main sources of eggs. Seafood, fish, prawns and crabs also provide us their meat as food. Honey, this is the food product obtained from honeybees. Next is milk. We get milk from cow, buffaloes and goat. Milk is rich in proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals. That's why it is also called as complete food. The products which can be made from milk are called dairy products such as cheese, cream, butter, curd, ghee, etc. Next is animals and their food habits. Different animals have different feeding habits. So based on their feeding habits, they can be divided into three main groups. First is herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. First one is herbivores. Herbivores means plant-eating animals or grass-eating animals. Example: cow, goat, deer, buffalo, camel, horses, rabbits, etc. Special characteristics of herbivores. They have flat teeth and flat back molars to grind their food. Squirrels have sharp-edged front teeth. And butterfly and hummingbirds, they have special mouth parts shaped like straw to suck nectar from flowers. Next is carnivores. Carnivores means animals that eat flesh of other animals. Example: tiger, lion, jackal, vulture, owl, eagle, snake and spider. These animals have long and pointed teeth for tearing raw flesh. This type of animals runs very fast to catch their prey. Next type of animal is omnivores. Omnivores means the animal which eat both plants as well as animals. So omnivores like bear and human beings have different types of teeth that help them to eat both plants and flesh of other animals. Chickens are omnivores. The chimpanzees are also omnivores. Next is scavengers. Scavengers are animals that mainly consume dead bodies of other plants and animals. Example: hyena, jackal, vulture and crow. Decomposers means organisms such as bacteria and fungi that break down the organic compounds in the remains of dead plants and animals are called decomposers. So decomposers are the microorganisms which we cannot see with our naked eyes. Next is parasites. Parasites are organisms that live on or inside the bodies of other living organisms and obtain food from them. For example, fleas and leeches suck blood of human beings with the help of the special structure called proboscis. The organism that provides food and shelter to a parasite is called host. Now, food chain. A food chain is a series of organisms with each organism depend on the other for food. Food chain always start with plant life and end with an animal because plants make their own food. They are the producers. The food chain begins with plants. They are the primary producers. Next in the sequence are herbivores such as grasshopper called primary consumers. The primary consumer is followed by carnivores called secondary consumers such as lizard, and tertiary consumers such as eagle for fox. In this picture, grass is the producers and next is the grasshopper. Grasshopper is a herbivore. This is the primary consumers. Next is the secondary consumer, which is a carnivore, and last is a snake. This is also a consumer. It is a tertiary consumer. Many food chains exist in a natural environment. An organism may be part of more than one food chain, and they create interconnection between different food chain. A network of such interconnected food chain is called a food web. So children, the chapter has been done. Please refer the PDF file which is downloaded and do the exercise in your classwork copy. Thank you.